Halo teman-teman, selamat datang di channel saya, channel uToow. Kali ini saya akan bermain game Call of Juarez. Nah, game ini tuh kurang lebih minggu lalu gitu saya dapat gratis dari Steamnya gitu. Nah, dari lihat di thumbnail Steamnya itu kayak zaman KOBOY ya teman-teman. Oke, kita langsung aja coba main gamenya. Bentar. Ini settingannya lihat dulu ya teman-teman. Musik udah, video bukan video apa dah? Video udah nanti deh. Kayaknya nanti sesuaiin aja sama pas mainnya ya teman-teman. Oh, ini ada 3 mode ya, story, arcade, duels. Oke, berarti kita langsung story aja ya teman-teman. Oke. Wah, itu apa itu? True West. Wah, normal aja deh. Soalnya saya nggak terlalu jago teman-teman. Abilene Kansas 1910. Wow. Ada musiknya.
Easy boy.
Oh, easy boy. Oh, ada mobil ya? 1910 tuh. Wah.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
Oh,
I'm Dwight.
Check.
That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in
jadi
them
ini.
dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear.
Oke, jadi
Wouldn't back
ceritanya-
down for nobody.
I heard
Ya,
he
itu lagi
collected the 10
cerita.
stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Nah, mulai nih ceritanya episode pertama. Yang dia lagi cerita ke orang-orang. Oke. Steady aim skill. Oh, ada rifle ya? Oh, mantap. Ada rifle ternyata.
It was about 30 years ago.
Tuh kan, bener lagi cerita teman-teman.
Billy was hiding out in an
Ceritanya
abandoned
tuh.
farm near Stinking Springs.
Oke.
I threw in with the kid
1880.
because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with
Bener ya,
Billy's
30 tahun
enemies.
yang lalu ya.
But before I tell you why I want that
Aduh,
son
ininya
of a bitch
kekencengan deh.
dead, let me tell you what happened that day.
Kontrolnya kekencengan. On duel. Oke. Kurangin sama aja. Oke, jadi salah. Oh, ininya nih. Aduh, lupa. Kaget. Oke, sip,
I was heading
langsung
back to the
aja ya.
hideout
Nah,
when
ini tadi ada
suddenly I had
tiringnya
this
teman-teman.
funny feeling.
Funny,
Si-
haha.
Kekencengan
No,
kayaknya ya.
Steve. The other kind of funny.
Sudahlah. Atau kurangin lagi kali ya teman-teman, dikit lagi. Kontrol. Sip. Nah, oke. Nah, ini ya teman-teman, gini aja ya. Jadi kita harus kemana ini? Hey, ini kemana ini? Oh, dongkok. Crouch. Nunduk. Ini bener kesini nggak ya? Kaget ya ampun. Tenang kok, ini bukan horor ya teman-teman. Hah? Oh. Itu yang sudah
You heard
hideout.
that. You need to stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no
Halo.
choice.
Is he with us?
Alas ya, musuh ternyata. Wow, oke. XP. XP biasa.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire
Oh, ini
homestead.
larinya pakai ship ya. Bisa nyerdot
I
lagi.
decided to help
Hey.
Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Wow.
We have one behind us. Stay on it. Cover fire.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Aduh. Malah nginjak batu.
You ain't going.
Headshot. Bisa nyerot ya? Oh, nggak bisa. Kalian bisa nyerot. Loh, kemana ada lagi nih? Itu suaranya di sana loh. Bentar, oh ini. Ternyata apa nih? Oh, secret found. Ini achievement ya teman-teman. Oke, ini ininya ya. Gunslinger dual wielding close quarter fighter, long distance sharpshooter. Oh, ini tuh. Oh, tuh kan itu ada rifle-nya, teman-teman. Apa nih? Oke. Sip. Tuh, lihat ya, ini game ori ya, teman-teman. Ada achievement-nya.
Watch out! He's one of them. God damn it! He's right behind us. Where the hell's Garrett?
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads
These
cut
son
off.
bitches running.
Salah. Wow. Sabar. Mana lagi? Itu dia.
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Apa tuh?
Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
God damn you!
Sabar.
I'm done.
Mana satu lagi yang di sini?
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Ambil peluru. Nah, kita naik. Oh nggak bisa langsung ya?
The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
Itu lagi cerita teman-teman ini sebenarnya.
Indeed, darling. But where was I?
Wait,
yeah.
sabar. Ranger. Senjata kok baru ini dapat yang bagus ya. Mulai padahal. Mana lagi sini ya? Ayo. Itu dia.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Six shooter Ranger. Ayo sini. Headshot. Woi. Sabar. Sama ya? Mana sih? Ini. Kayaknya ada lagi deh.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the
ada
house.
sesuatu. Salah. Sepertinya ada sesuatu. Harus jeli ya teman-teman. Grafiknya lumayan juga teman-teman. Meskipun jadul gitu. Gak ada apa-apa ternyata. Ya elah. Ceng yang amat cuman segitu. Langsung kena di mag. Bentar teman-teman, kita keliling dulu sedikit ya. Ini balik lagi yang pertama ya. Oke, ini bisa diboldakin. Sip, lanjut aja. Open.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Woi,
I passed Dirty Dave.
woi,
Deader than a rat in a trap!
teman kita musuh kita sih.
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Baldwin.
How about that? Huh? You like that?
Hei. Oh, di atas nyata. Oh ya ampun, ke situ ternyata. Wah.
Billy looked at me and said,
tuh,
"About
dapat
time,
rifle,
amigo.
ternyata.
Grab a gun and get to the window."
Oke.
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Woi, sabar. Sabar, woi.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Where the hell Garrett get to? He's missing all the action! Kill him!
Nggak kena. Sorry.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire!" shouted Billy. "Get to the other side!"
Oke. Aduh, nggak kena. Sabar. Mana lagi? Wih, ini sebelah kanan. Kayaknya shotgun kan? Kayaknya shotgun.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling!" Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention."
Bring the horse from stable. Ayo.
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Kita kesini ya. Truth seeking. Hints about nugget after. Rifle. Aja deh. Salah, sorry. Ganti senjata apa? Oh iya.
Those poor sons of bitches are done.
Many would have fled in my place.
Mana
But
kudanya?
I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men
Oh
have.
ini.
Like Jack here.
Waduh.
What are you saying,
Waduh.
Jack, he's just
Okay.
joshing with you now.
Yeah, he
Shield.
better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please call
Iya,
me
kudanya ya?
Silas, ma'am.
What?
Now, where was I?
You were heading
bisa-
for the barn.
Oh, bisa mele ya.
Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Mantap.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Wait.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Mana dia? Oh ini
And
kudanya.
that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Wow. Handsome.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake. Ini gimana ini ya? Hah? Keep your enemy. Oh, oke. Gini. Kejauhan. Oh, gitu ya. Wah, ini mah. Tuh kan. Susah ini ngendalinya, teman-teman. Bener aja game over ya. Ih. Nah, ini bisa. Woi. Aduh, kejauhan, woi. Nah. Ini kesini. Kupet. Ya. Aduh, sabar. Tuh. Gitu, teman-teman. Ini berat banget. Nah. Oke, dapat. Aduh, enggak dapat. Nah. Malah ke bawah lagi.
And you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett.
Malah ke bawah.
So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Hah? Balik lagi ternyata.
And stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Akurasi 74%. Nah, ini nugget of truth. 2,2 dari 3, 8 itu ya? 3 ya? Oke lah, Seems like easy after all. You like to use it? Gak mau. Katanya disuruh ganti difficulty-nya katanya. Gak mau. Tadi aja susah itu.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to,
Bahasa.
bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
Oke. Billy the Kid.
And the kid surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
A fistful of hot lead. Oke.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Woi, udah 1 tahun kemudian lagi teman-teman.
He was with John Kinney's gang.
Tunggu. Oh ini
They were
penjahat.
sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a
Gak bisa
bullet
loncat.
for what he had done to me and
Nggak bisa
mine.
naik. Kenapa?
Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway.
Wow.
Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Oh. Dilempar kuncinya doang.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Firearm. Wow, secret. Ada sesuatu lagi.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Oh, shotgun. 2 barel ya? Iya betul tuh, 2 barel.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Woi,
Son of a bitch shot Jim Bell!
Hell
ya
yeah.
ampun.
That scatter gun was like a
Ini
double-barreled howitzer.
Pistolnya. Nah.
It could blow a man clear off his feet.
Hey,
You hardly had to aim the damn.
gila.
The kids escaped raised a
Kaget ya
huge ruckus.
ampun.
Guards were everywhere looking for
Ini
him.
bisa dibuka nggak ya? Ya nggak bisa.
Can't let the kid get away!
Woi. What? Udah naik level lagi teman-teman. Triple. Gunslinger. Oke lah. Ini aja. Sip. Cek-ceknya apa nih?
Anybody see him?
Tunggu teman-teman, keliling sebentar ya.
That's right! Run!
Oh run katanya, ya udah lari aja.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but
Hai.
some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms.
Bener kesini
And
nggak ya?
suddenly, I was
iya,
a
benar,
fugitive.
Ah ya.
How the hell did the kid escape? Garrett's gonna kick our ass!
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Tunggu, ini kemana?
I tried to be
Bawah.
stealthy and sneak my way past.
Ternyata ke
Town
bawah.
doesn't have a moment's peace.
Iya. Suara cewek di mana sih?
Bernie, get your...
Ya ampun, kebiasaan. Oh, bisa dua. Oke. Iya ya. Kan tadi abis skillnya diaktifin ya?
You!
Hah?
But hell if they weren't all waiting for me.
Ada orang?
Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Sabar. Ya tadi senjatanya hilang padahal baru dapat.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color.
Ini saya nggak bisa ngebedain.
I was just
mana
glad
musuh,
I had
mana
Deputy
temen.
Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Gimana sih? Woi. Kenapa angkatnya kayak gitu ngumpetnya lo, ha?
Let's do this. Get your headstone.
Kenapa nggak bisa?
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Wait. Ih, kenapa nggak bisa? Nggak kena. Wait.
You'll die for this. You hear me?
We're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Nugget sama. Oh ini nih. Nah. Oke, nggak ada lagi kan? Oke, 2 dari 4 ya, teman. Tunggu ini udah berapa menit ya? Aduh. Kayaknya udah 20 menit deh. Saya lupa ini timernya. Loh, kemana ini? Ini kemana ini? Gimana? Sini gitu ya. Wih. Gitu. Loh. Ini kemana ini ya? Nggak bisa. Tunggu, ini gimana ini? Tunggu, objektifnya kemana nih? Oh ya ampun, ke sini.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot
Parah
at?
banget.
Gone.
Oh, ini satu
And that's when it occurred to me
rivalnya.
why Billy set me free.
Sip. Ini kenapa bisa diambil? Sini lo.
Got that son of a bitch.
Wow,
Spec for decency?
kayak gitu ya?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. You won't need a candle. There he is. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Itu kena.
Because
Palanya.
everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was dumb and pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Sabar.
Get the women off the street. On yourselves. Did he get away?
Woi, mana sih? Nggak kelihatan. Itu. Ayo sini.
Deep shit.
Ayo sini. Nah.
I'm putting you down.
Oke. Waduh, itu jauh banget. Long shot. Wait. Mana sih? Oh, itu tuh. Wah, apa saya 150 dapatnya. Wah, pelurunya habis.
Finally, I found what I was looking for.
Huh?
The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Hah? Oh. Aduh, kalah lagi nih. Ya, game over lagi nih. Ayo, game over. Aduh. Ya ampun. Susah banget, teman-teman. Serius. Berat gitu ngenalinya tuh. Oke. Ih. Nah. Ya elah. Nggak paham saya, teman-teman, asli. Selain fokus tuh ada nambah lagi speed. Nggak tahu itu apa ya maksudnya. Aduh. Bentar, sabar. Ya, nggak kena. Kenapa ya? Susah banget. Aduh.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Kita mana dulu? Nah ini, kita ganti dulu sih ininya nih. Sensitifnya. Ternyata parah banget sensitifnya. Nah, oke. Nah, segini lumayan.
Some say I fought unfairly, but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day.
Sip.
Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Susah banget.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
Tuh kan udah episode 2.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
A bullet for the old man. Oke, teman-teman, untuk game Call of Juarez Gunslinger ini sampai di sini ya. Udah, ini episode pertama emang suka kurang bagus teman-teman mainnya tuh teman-teman, sorry ya. Oke, jadi untuk kedepannya mungkin ini 2 hari kemudian atau sehari lah saya upload ya teman-teman. Oke, jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe ya. Bagi kalian yang ingin donasi, linknya ada di deskripsi. Kalau begitu sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya ya. Dadah.